Hey everyone, today's episode is all about the Porsches we've been working on, making them whiter, sleeker, and more vibrant than ever before. For those of you who are new here, let me catch you up. We started with a Porsche Cayman in its original black factory paint, pristine and untouched. Our goal? To transform it into something truly eye-catching. We slapped on a rocket bunny kit, threw on some killer rims, dropped the suspension with coilovers, and topped it off with a killer exhaust system. It took us ages to get everything just right, tweaking every gap and detail by hand. Now, it's time to give it a fresh coat of paint. To make sure we get that super bright finish, we're starting with a light gray primer, followed by layers of white and yellow base coats before sealing it all in with a clear coat. Hopefully, we'll end up with a Porsche that's as vibrant as it is powerful. Oh, and if you've been wondering why we haven't been posting as frequently, it's because we're doing all the prep work ourselves by hand. It's a labor of love, but it takes time. Our Porsche is looking fantastic, guys. Just take a look at this beauty. We've still got a day or two of assembly left, but the car is already on its feet, with the hood popped open. Don't worry about that gap, it's not as big as it seems. And yes, it's still sitting on those funny-looking wheels, but we'll fix that soon enough. You know we like to make adjustments. The rear tires will be 12 inches wide, just like the front ones you've already seen. The car has turned out super bright, thanks to the amazing paint job. You might even mistake it for one of those MT editions in the same color, but trust me, they're different. I'll show you some clips to compare later. This color is unique to our Porsche and the Geländewagen 4x4 Squared Crazy Color Edition. So, even though the car looked ready, bright, and beautiful, many people said it needed some black accents because it looked like it had been dipped in a bucket of paint. I consulted with you guys on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following us there, you're missing out on a ton of behind-the-scenes stories for each project. Anyway, we've started some new projects and finished up a lot of old ones. But back to our Porsche. We decided to add some black elements to the car, and of course, I ordered a spoiler because it seemed like something was missing at the back. I got a really cool spoiler from China, which looks amazing on the next Cayman GT4 RS. But for now, while we're waiting for our additional tuning parts, we decided to do a camber adjustment. When the car is lowered, the wheels tilt inwards, so we need to adjust the camber. For the front struts, we have the option to adjust the caster or camber. The caster adjustment from Porsche is excellent, so we used that on one side, and I eyeballed the camber to 0. We needed a little modification for the upper plate that attaches to the body, but we got the wheels aligned to 0 visually and then went for a proper alignment. The camber and toe adjustments are now dialed in, and the car drives and handles perfectly at any speed. Our engine is still in the break-in period. As you may remember, we did a major overhaul, more than 3,000 revs. I'm not pushing it yet, but on the highway, you can easily cruise at 120. The car feels stable at any speed, though it's slightly firm, which is typical for Porsches. But the most important thing is that it handles great. So, the spoiler arrived, but it's not exactly what we wanted. The upper mounts are different. They're like blades coming from the trunk, and the top mounting of the spoiler is different too. It has some square attachments on top. Not the usual bottom mounts we're used to. Overall, it looks pretty ugly, and it's very different from the original spoiler, which I think costs around $10,000. Anything original or tuning related, like Brabus overlays, are incredibly expensive. In our case, we decided to modify it, remove those square attachments, and refine the blade ends a bit by rounding them off. We've finished the spoiler, and I must say it looks amazing. In my opinion, it looks like it's an essential part of this body kit. It should definitely be on the trunk. It really grabs your attention. And a lot of time was spent on the mounting to make sure those blade ends are not so angular. A lot of time was given for screws. Overall, it's looking great, and I'd love for you guys to appreciate our efforts. Next, I'm planning to add some black elements to the body. Many people have suggested replacing the rear lights with LED ones, but I don't really like them. They're a bit outdated now. There are some cool aftermarket lights available for the next Cayman model, but they won't fit ours. So, I've decided to just tint them with matte black lacquer to make them slightly transparent, but still black, just like the spoiler. I also want to make the grills on both sides of the rear fenders and the front slats black. And if that's not enough, we'll also black out the lettering on the doors. I always seek your advice on Instagram, and you guys suggest a lot of useful things. So, we've painted all those parts black matte, as I mentioned earlier, and it looks much better now. I'm starting to like the car more and more. But I still want to tint all the windows, so now we're heading to get that done.
Caution, content's hot. You got to give me all you got. Caution, content's hot. You got to give me all you got.
You might be thinking, hey, why are you showing everything from so far away? These custom-made cars probably only look good in pictures. Show us the gaps. They must be massive. Let's take a closer look.
Caution. Content's hot.
Now, guys, it turned out really beautiful with the black and yellow, just the right balance. Right now, I'm considering the headlights, perhaps tinting them slightly. Not too much because losing light would be very bad. There's also a second option, applying two not very wide stripes from the emblem to the windshield. What do you think? Write about it in the comments. One subscriber drew how he sees the car, but he also added a black lip, black mirrors, and I don't want any of that. I want to leave the car as you see it now, but tint the headlights or apply a stripe. I intentionally stood beside it so you could see its height. It's very low and wide. Trust me, it looks much better in person on the road than in pictures. Now, I want to drive around and show you how cool it looks on the highway with other cars. I'm actually putting this car up for sale, in perfect condition, everything has been done. The price will be around $40,000. Such cars with a 3.4 engine go for about $25,000, but those have higher mileage. Here, you know we've done a full engine overhaul. The engine alone cost almost $8,000, just so you understand. Everything you see on sale with a 3.4 or even a 2.7 engine, which are considerably cheaper. After 50,000 kilometers, you absolutely must check the cylinders for scuff marks. I'm telling you this for sure. Because, considering its power, this car is quite agile, weighing just around 1.3 tons, maybe even a little less. And with the 3.4 engine, it used to do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds and 0 to 100 in 10.5 seconds. Since we've bored out the engine to 3.8 liters, it's probably gained around 40 horses, plus we've installed a straight-through exhaust. I think it'll be a beautiful 0 to 100 with 335 wide rubber. Now, guys, I want you to listen to the exhaust we've installed here. It's straight through. Sure, it doesn't sound like an AMG or AV8, but it's also very pleasant and bassy. I'm sure you won't get the full experience through the TV, but overall, it sounds really decent in person. Let's listen to it and go for a drive. So, guys, that's all for today. Our video is coming to an end, and I've shown you another one of our projects, how we built it from all angles, all the gaps, everything. I'd appreciate it if you could give me your feedback. Personally, I really like this car. Just a reminder, it's for sale, so if anyone is interested, let me know. Let's see if we can sell it with your interest. Feel free to reach out to me. All my contacts are in the description. If you want to keep up with us more, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I post all our videos, stories, photos, everything about what we're currently building and planning to build, as well as the projects we've already completed. By the way, we've recently finished the Brabus XLP pickup adventure that everyone was eagerly waiting for. If you're interested in this car, check out Instagram. There are videos of the exterior, interior, body, axles, and more. So, guys, I'm wrapping up this video now. Leave your comments, and remember, glory to Ukraine, glory to our soldiers, and glory to armed forces of Ukraine.